Because of an ancient horrifying curse that caused by a mad king, a certain night turns into a horrifying event. A tide of relentless cursed spirit increased the black mist, expanding its influence throughout the Runeterra. It carries them across the sea to prey onto the living and corrupt them, turning into undead creatures. This is called the harrowing. As if the powers of this dark curse is unstoppable. Countless soldiers defend their homeland. Soldiers sacrifice their lives, even if they are not only soldiers. They will not let this darkness prevail. That's what makes a true Dimasian. Maybe they watch some Sigma motivational videos for real. Anyways, these soldiers actually defend the horde of undead zombies. So Dimasha, after witnessing this unknown threat and also their hate to magic, they decided to create an army to investigate what actually these creatures and find out where they are coming from or how to finally eliminate them. Think about it. What if we find where this monster came from? Nah dude, that's pretty dangerous. Alright then, if we succeed, then you'll be called as a hero who returned from a legendary journey and you'll be famous in Dimasha, right? Oh, I get your point. Alright, bet.
I agree with the last guy.
The Dimasian trap sergeant carries a weighty responsibility. His recruits will go on to accompany many different posts, all united in the duty and love for Dimasia. One of the soldiers who participated in the Dimasian expedition to the Shadow Isles, he is responsible to write down his experience in this journey, which a very important journal that helps Dimasia to further understand the Black Mist as well as the creatures of the Shadow Isles. This is Arie Wrence, and also Citria Vanguard Square is also in this expedition, which further improved her worth, the Martian army, and her experience in the battlefield. As soon as they arrive, they notice as if the very land of the Isles is alive. Shores are possessed by cursed spirit. The soldiers camp in the shores of the Haunted Isles. Moments later, the sanity of the soldiers started to go insane, including the surgeons who say he had seen a chariot that being pulled by a ghostly shark. They calm him down and maybe he just seeing things. Especially they are in unknown lands, but still, they should not be too comfortable. They don't know what else out there waiting for their arrival. And soon, they witness what horrifying things are in these isles. They have heard a cry of a little child. Curious and want to save this girl, they follow the noise but find out the child is actually a terrifying monster of the mist. We can't hurt her, she don't know what she's doing. The soldier who also have a children who are waiting for them are killed by the monster they wanted to rescue. The loss of their fellow members started a fear to their heart, which the mist enjoys. As the further they explore, not only the human are corrupted by this, but also other beings like spider, who grow a tremendous size, twisting into the nightmarish horrors. The longer they stay, the more members fall to the corruption of the curse of the isle, and also more nightmarish creatures appear before them. Arie Wrence witnessed the events, yet still his dedication on learning these isles is not changed. As his comrades fell into the monsters such as Soul Gorger, Arie Wrence continues on. Are these creatures born from this place? Do they actually live? Studying a things that beyond him. More questions, yet no absolute answers. The deep thoughts of his mind is what Mist is waiting for to corrupt him. As Arie Wrence lifts up an injured body, pity on the poor soul. As he touches the man's shoulder, is not an injured soldier, nor a ghost of the mist, but it seemed Arie Wrence himself. He woke up, found himself in the camp. The Isles is toying with his mind, but the camp is quiet. He sees as the other like him let themselves be consumed by the curse. A glimpse beyond. Giving into this curse leads into completely losing its humanity. They never meant this to happen to themselves. The mark of the Isles grant them strength, but losing their very own self. A power for what cost? As a spectral matron come to them. The ruination corrupted all those caught in his path. The kind become cruel, the brave become brutal. What are the reasons to fight off this corruption? The harrowing returns. The soldiers prepare themselves as the undead rise up once again. Each member of the Damasian forces did their part and held the line. This was more than the last stand. It was a conflict between survival and eternal damnation. Wow, pandemon. Soldiers full of hope on this journey face the brutal truth of the merciless curse of the Shadow Isle. Everyone realized his insignificance. There is something larger and more terrifying than even the promise of the Damasian cannot defeat. We were told they call it the Legends Journey. We were going to for the Damasian's future. We sailed with such hope, but all those lives for what? Comes one soldier, stood up against them like a champion, carrying her way through the undead. Waves of cold undead pulled down her companions, only she remained, a gleaming beacon of justice.
私は強い。あなたたちより強い。すごく強い。
Whose blade seemed to sing the names of the fallen. Every swing, for Demacia! Once the battle is ended, those who died in the fight were taken by the creatures of the island. Once a beast of burden for a kingdom long forgotten, this monster now scavenges across the forgotten battlefield, adding scrap to its shell and the souls of the dead to its core. Back in Demacia, families were told their loved ones had perished. Many armors and weapons that belonged to the fallen will never be recovered, and while the victory is not been achieved, this would be just another way to further the resolve of Demacia. Each arms and armors were held in a public ritual to remember the fallen. The vestments are handed down from the soldier to the next in honor of their bravery. When it seems all hope is lost, the soldier of Demacia looked to the vanguard. Souls of the fallen were follow that of a much nicer soul and accompany them to the path to the lands beyond. Arie's quest is not resolved on what he had learned in this isle. He need to know more. He have seen the mist corrupt his lands, so he go to those cursed isles to end this once and for all. The journey to the Cursed Isles inspires Citria Cloudfield to fight even more, and as soon she will become a symbol of hope for the Damasian soldier.